Dear Scorpios, do you know the feeling? When you want to share the most intimate things with your family, but an invisible wall seems to stand between you. When every word, said with the best intentions, can be misinterpreted and cause a quarrel. When the warmth of the family hearth fades under the weight of reticence and misunderstanding. October 27, 2024. Stars warn, this day will require from you special wisdom and patience in communication with loved ones. The celestial landscape is set up in such a way that the tense aspect of belligerent Mars and overbearing Pluto, enhanced by the erratic moon square rebellious Uranus in your fourth house, the house of family and kinship, creates an explosive atmosphere. The influence of these aspects can provoke misunderstandings, disagreements, and even serious conflicts. Old grudges can surface, and unspoken grievances can erupt like volcanic lava. But do not despair, dear Scorpios. The stars only warn, not predetermine. Using your natural insight and fortitude, you will be able to overcome this difficult period and keep the warmth of family relationships. In this article we will analyze in detail the influence of astrological aspects and give you valuable recommendations that will help you live this day harmoniously. On October 27, 2024, the celestial sphere turns into an arena for intense cosmic drama, the epicenter of which falls on the most important area of your life, family and relationships with loved ones. Martial Mars, the planet of action, romance, assertiveness, and unbridled energy, enters into a conflict aspect with powerful Pluto, the planet of profound transformation, uncompromising control, and repression. This meeting of the giant planets is like the clash of two titans fighting for dominance, and can awaken in us the most primitive instincts, the thirst for power, intolerance of other people's opinions, the desire to dominate and suppress others at any cost. The situation is aggravated by the square of the sensitive and vulnerable moon, responsible for our emotions, instincts, subconscious and inner world, to the unpredictable and rebellious Uranus in your fourth house, the house of family, home, roots, traditions and emotional security. Uranus is the planet of sudden change, liberation from shackles, innovation and independence, and its influence can lead to unpredictable events, sudden mood swings, emotional explosions and the desire for radical change at the heart of your family home. So how will these powerful and transformative astrological aspects affect your relationship with your in-laws? Think of your home as a fragile ship that normally sails the calm waters of the family harbor, but on October 27 it finds itself in the midst of a storm. Its atmosphere may be heated to the max, as if storm clouds are thickening over your heads and lightning is about to cut the sky. You will be prone to increased emotionality, nervousness, mood swings, irritability and impatience. Every awkward word, rash act, criticism or even just a glance from relatives can be perceived by you extremely painfully, as if a deliberate personal insult, and provoke a violent conflict that will leave an unpleasant residue in the soul for a long time. Here are some possible scenarios for this tense day. Resurfacing of old grudges, unforgiven mistakes, and long-standing family skeletons from the closet. A tense aspect to Mars and Pluto can unearth long-forgotten problems, unhealed emotional wounds, and unspoken grievances that have been smoldering somewhere deep in the subconscious of you and your loved ones. Be extremely careful in your statements, weigh every word before you say it, and do not let emotions override reason, otherwise you risk igniting a fire that will be very difficult to put out, and cause irreparable damage to family relations. Sharp disagreements and disputes over important family decisions. The moon in square to Uranus can lead to sudden changes of plans, unforeseen circumstances, and heated arguments over important family matters such as finances, real estate, child rearing, caring for elderly relatives, distribution of responsibilities, etc. Be flexible, ready to compromise, respect the opinions and needs of other family members and do not insist on your view of the situation at all costs, even if you are sure you are right. Unwanted and intrusive interference of relatives in your personal life and decision-making. On this day, your loved ones may show increased concern for you, which will be perceived by you as suffocating, take an excessive interest in your affairs, give unsolicited advice and impose their help, even if you do not need it. You may perceive this as intrusive, an attempt to control your life, rob you of your independence and violate your personal boundaries. Try to calmly but firmly explain your position, clearly mark your boundaries and make it clear that you appreciate their concern, but are able to make your own decisions about your life and take responsibility for them. Typical Scorpio reactions in stressful situations, especially those related to family and loved ones. Closure, emotional detachment, and playing silent. Scorpios are a deep, intense and mysterious water sign, and in times of stress, when they feel vulnerable, they tend to withdraw into themselves, hide their true emotions under a mask of coldness, indifference and impenetrability, shutting themselves off from others and experiencing everything alone. This is their defense mechanism to help them cope with pain, frustration and feelings of vulnerability. Outbursts of anger, rage and aggressive behavior directed at others. Mars is Scorpio's ruling planet, giving them energy, ardor, determination and fighting spirit. Under the influence of its intense aspects, especially when combined with the influence of Pluto, you may lose control of your emotions, show intemperance, harshness, anger, and even aggression toward loved ones, which you may later regret. Tendency to manipulation, control and emotional blackmail. Pluto is the planet of power, control, manipulation, and transformation, and in stressful situations Scorpios, especially those with Pluto strongly in their natal chart, may unconsciously resort to manipulation, silent games, emotional blackmail, and other forms of psychological pressure to get their way and subjugate the will of other family members. Recommendations for Scorpios for October 27, 2024, which will help you to maintain peace, harmony and mutual understanding in the family on this busy day. Show maximum patience, sympathy, empathy and understanding in communicating with relatives. Remember that they, like you, are under the influence of complex astrological aspects and may behave inappropriately, say things they will later regret, and make not the best decisions. Try to put yourself in their shoes, understand their motives, feelings and experiences, forgive them their shortcomings and show leniency. Avoid discussing hot topics, controversial issues and any conversation that could turn into a conflict or quarrel. If you feel that the atmosphere is heating up and the conversation is starting to get out of control, it is better to take a break, postpone the discussion for a more favorable time and let everyone cool down and come to their senses. Remember that sometimes silence is gold. Look for ways to engage in constructive dialogue, mutual respect and find compromises that will satisfy everyone. On this day, it is crucial to learn to listen and hear each other, respect other people's opinions and points of view, even if they differ from yours, and strive for mutual understanding. Only in this way you will be able to find solutions that will suit all family members and help to maintain peace and harmony in your home. Learn to control your emotions, do not give in to provocations and keep your inner calm and balance. On this day it is important not to give in to provocations from relatives, not to react to their outbursts, accusations and criticism, but to keep equanimity, inner balance and equanimity. Meditation, yoga, breathing exercises, walks in the fresh air, listening to quiet music, reading a favorite book, a bath with aromatic oils, all this will help you calm down, relieve tension, harmonize your emotional state and prevent negative emotions from taking over. Remember, dear Scorpios, even the most difficult, tense and unfavorable astrological aspects cannot destroy true family ties based on love, understanding, respect, patience and forgiveness. Show wisdom, compassion, empathy and love for your loved ones, and you will be able to overcome any trials that the stars have prepared for you, and come out of this period even stronger and more united. Dear Scorpios, remember that the astrological forecast is not a verdict carved on the stone tablets of fate, but rather a friendly advice from the stars, a warning about possible pitfalls and turbulent currents on your life path. October 27th may indeed be a day of increased tension in your relationships with relatives, but this is no reason to panic and despondency. You Scorpios are a sign of incredible inner strength, deep wisdom, and phenomenal capacity for transformation. You are like a mythical phoenix, able to rise from the ashes and turn any adversity into an opportunity for growth and development. Use your insight, intuition and emotional intelligence to smooth over sharp edges, find common ground with loved ones and turn this potentially challenging day into an opportunity to strengthen family ties. Instead of giving in to provocations and fomenting conflict, try looking at the situation from a different perspective. Perhaps this day is the perfect opportunity to talk frankly with your relatives, to express accumulated resentments and misunderstandings, but do it not with reproaches and accusations, but with love, sympathy, and a desire to understand each other. Perhaps today you can find the key to the hearts of your loved ones, forgive old mistakes and start writing a new chapter in the history of your family, filled with harmony, mutual understanding and warmth. Believe in yourself, dear Scorpios. You have everything you need to cope with any challenges that come your way. And even if on October 27th there will be loud words and the leaves of the family tree will rustle from the emotional wind, your love, wisdom and inner strength will help you to keep the warmth of the family hearth and strengthen ties with the people dearest to you.